There we
Hey
go.
Jack, good to see you.
Good morning, man. How are you? Nice to see you.
I'm good, Jack. I'm good, Jack. Your day's just starting, so how's it going so far?
Oh, it's good, man. I mean, I don't know where are you?
I'm from India.
So are you in India right now?
Yes, I am in India right now. Yes.
What time is it there?
Oh, it's 6:30 in the evening.
Oh, okay, cool. So your day's starting to go down, and mine's just starting.
Yeah.
Very cool, man.
So, Jack, so your new debut album with Brothers in Arms, Sunset and Clark, is scheduled to be released on September 24th. So, can you tell me a bit about the songwriting and the production behind this album?
Sure, man. Like it's a very different thing for me, and I think a lot of people are a little surprised because, when everyone, it's funny they think of me. That's like, okay, it's the metal guy, and like, it's all, and which is, don't get me wrong, I love it, but a lot of people probably don't know this about me. I grew up as a more of a rock '80s hair band guy,
Yeah,
so I've always like wanted to make a record in the vein of like Montrose and early Van Halen and
yeah.
you know just that very like Rick Derringer, Neil Gerardo from Pat Bennett, Neil Schon stuff from Journey. So I just always want, like I dabbled a little bit
Jack, there's a
on
little bit
my day and
disturbance.
today. What?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So that's really what the songwriting was about. I really wanted to take you back to like the late 70s, um, to like the very early 80s. And that's really how it all became.
awesome, awesome. Sounds great. And you got the coolest lineup for this new band. So how did it all work out for you, Jack?
You know what, man? People are like, oh, how did you get all these guys? You know how I got these guys? They're my friends. Like we all have a common interest in this type of music.
Mhm.
And over the years, I just met so many cool people like Carl Wilcox from Diamond Head. Oh, he's such a great player. And we've always wanted to play together. Alex Jansen, our bass player. Charlie, the keyboard player. We've been friends for 30 years.
Oh,
But then guys like Andrew Freeman and Keith
mhm.
St. John, we're just close friends. And like some new guys like Todd Poole from, you know, Roxy Blue. And I was a big fan of a lot of the singers. Like I'm a huge Paul Sciortino fan. I mean, Rough Cut, those first couple of records, and then guys like Jesse Damon from Silent Rage. That first Silent Rage record, whoa, it blew my mind. And like, there's this, so, I mean, and guys like Nick Walsh from Slick Toxic and Moxie. Like, I thought he was like a younger Sebastian Bach. So, and then really off the wall was Steve Overland from FM, which to me is like one of the greatest melodic singers I've ever heard. So these guys are just my friends. And I reached out to them during like, it's been a rough year, man, a year and a half with
Yeah,
COVID and everything. And I mean, I know you guys know too. You guys got hit
yeah,
pretty hard, like
yeah.
really bad. Um, and the thing was, I just wanted to do something fun and bring some happiness back to. And like I say to people, a lot of my friends that are great musicians, kind of like lost their heart. Like, I don't care right now. I'm just going to stay in my house. I'm not even going to pick up my guitar. And for me, I use the time to really like get better at what I do and like fall in love with music again. And that's what I did the last year and a half. And I got to tell you, man, if it wasn't for these amazing guys, like I always say this now, this is not my record. I'm just a little part of it. Those guys have brought so much love and talent, and they did it from their heart. And I'm very lucky to call them brothers. I mean, that's why it's called Brothers in Arms. There's there's no egos. Nobody goes, you got to do this, you got to do that. It was basically everybody be yourself. Keith, I want Keith St. John. I want Andrew Freeman. I want Charlie Calb. I don't want me going, well, I want you to sing like this. And dude, those guys just blew my mind every time.
Absolutely awesome. Great to hear that, Jack. Really amazing. And last month, you released the first single, Last No, a beautiful song, an amazing video that you put with that song. So, can you tell me a bit about that particular video and your thoughts and how did you feel about the outcome?
Well, I mean, when we first did this song, Last No, with Andrew Freeman on vocals, when I said it to Andrew, I said, Andrew, I just want you to do something killer. And he's like, dude, I got this. And when he sent me the chorus, I was floored. I just thought that was just so like up, you know, with heaven above and hell below, just the way the world was. He's just Andrew's lyrics are very moving, like very, he just knows what to say. And when we were talking about doing the video, we're like, we need something to really coincide with this, like instead of just us jamming. And wow, my record label Deco, they literally went full on for this video. So if you watch the video, it takes you like in a path of like good and evil, but it was so well done, man. I mean, I'm not going to lie to anybody. None of us could be in the same room. So everybody else, Carl was in France, Alex is in Germany, I'm in Jersey, Andrew's in Vegas, and Charlie's in New Jersey. Me and Charlie were the only two that could actually be in the same area together. And we just sent it to the video guy. Oh my God, what a killer video. I was floored. I was floored at the outcome because some of the green screen videos can be kind of like, yeah, here's the band playing. But if you watch the story, and dude, Andrew just killed it in the video. He was awesome. He was great. I mean, it's just a great song. And I hate to say it like that because it sounds like, oh, it's great because I wrote it. I just think I liked it. I never listen to anything I do. Like all the records, this is the first record that I can't stop listening to because I'm such a fan of the guys that were involved in it. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
Like I just step back and I go, this is awesome. And all I can tell you is wait to September 9th when you see the next video for Bitches Crazy.
Yeah.
Keith St. John is doing the video. If you like Van Halen, Hot for Teacher, if you like any of the David Lee Roth videos, wait till you see what we have in store for you next. It's crazy. Wow. You'll see.
That is making me like, I want to hear it now.
Yeah, it's where he's still, Keith is very particular and he's a genius. So he's every nuance. He sees things that normal people don't see. And he just get ready. It's going to take you back. And this video is probably going to get people like young and old are going to be like, this is fun. It's not a serious video. It's just fun. And I think we need that right now.
Oh yeah.
You know,
absolutely. Awesome. And talking about the album, did you put some kind of theme or a concept or just random songs that you guys written along just to go with it?
You know what? I would just write every day, have these riffs, I put them together, and then I would finish the structure, and then I would send the song to Carl. Oh man, that guy can groove. He just, every time, you know, and then when I was done with that, Jeff from Canyon Music produced the record with me and mixed it. Me and him would go back and forth at our studios, and then we would send it to the bass player, Alex. Alex would send his parts. So we had all the music done, and then I would be like the mad scientist and go, I would actually write for some singers in my mind, like Paul Sciarratino. I had that song written for him because I'm such a King Cobra freak. And that's one of the reasons why it was a song that I sent to Carmine for King Cobra, but they have some great guitar players now. So came together. I had no idea what the singers were going to do.
Mhm.
When I first started, I would use a drum machine, like, and do beats and stuff. And then I would send it to Carl and he would send it back to me. And I'm like, you know what? You don't need me to kind of get, I know you know what you feel. And I never sent him drums again. He called me up or something. He goes, what are you looking for? I'm looking on this. Yeah. Well, like I said, man, it just, the stars aligned. Somehow it just worked. Like there was a magic, you know? I
Yeah.
mean, it's crazy, man, because a lot of people will ask me the same thing. How do you make a record where nobody is together? A lot of bands do that now because of the way the world is, and like people have studios at home, but this was a little bit different. Like I think a lot of bands do things like, here's a song, it's already written, here's the melody lines, go for it. This was more like I literally started to draw a couple of lines on a piece of paper,
Yeah.
and then everybody put their line, their color. It I don't know, man. I'm very blessed that it turned out the way it did. Like beyond.
Sounds great. Sounds great, Jack. And talking about the touring and other plans, do you think there's a possibility of going on a tour?
100%. We would love to. We talk about, like, we have the main group, the guy,
Yeah.
Carl, Charlie, and Alex. But we could go out to LA, the West Coast, and
Yeah.
we could have Paul and Keith and Andrew and Jesse sing out there. And maybe we do some East Coast shows and have Nick come down from Canada and maybe fly a couple of singers here. We would love to. And it'd be kind of a fun show because say you have Keith, right?
Yeah.
We do the songs that Keith sang on the record, and then maybe a couple other songs that other guys can't make. And then we do a Montrose song, we do a Zeppelin song, a Burning Rain song. Andrew would do, like, stuff of his history, Hurricane, Lynch Mob, of course, Last in Line. It'd be a lot of fun, you know what I mean? Like, and then you also have Carr from Diamond Head. You got to play Am I Evil? I mean, it's just like, yeah, we would love to, but unfortunately, numbers here have gone through the roof again. And
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water, dun, dun, dun. It's just funny, right?
Yeah, totally. The world is going on strange directions lately. We don't know what's happening out there.
How are you guys doing? Seriously, are you better
Things
now?
things are getting a lot better now, Jack. Like the we were into lockdown almost a year and a half until now, and slowly it's returning back to normal. We can go out with the masks on. Safety
That's
precautions
good.
still there. Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, I saw a lot. I'm not into news or anything, but ever since this went down, I think I read more now and I watch the news. And I saw, like, India was like, you guys were slammed. So we felt so, and like nothing we could do either because I'm vaccinated, but I know people that are vaccinated that still get COVID.
yeah,
It's
true,
just
true.
you just got to, you know what? You have to be careful, and you just have to respect one another right now. And
Absolutely. True.
true.
So true. So true. And Jack, would you like to share some of the great moments that you had over the years? There should be a whole lot of stuff to talk about, but something special for you.
There's so many crazy things. So one of my biggest things, I'll never forget the day I auditioned for Savatage.
Yeah.
To me, that was a memory and a half. Chris Caffrey is a real dear friend, and he's the one that kind of pushed to get me the audition. So when I finally auditioned for the band, I walk in the room and there's John Oliva. Like, I mean, the greatest. And Johnny Lee Middleton wasn't there for the tryouts, but Jeff Plate was on drums and Chris. And I walked in the room, and I'm nervous because you got to understand, I've been in a lot of bands, played with a lot of great people, the Overkill guys, Dee Dee with the Casket. I was in Italian, Seven Witches was taking off, but Chris Oliva, to me, is one of the greatest guitar players that never got the respect that he deserved. He was a genius. And Chris Caffery, he definitely evolved a lot from Oliva. And Chris took me under his wing and taught me a lot of stuff, how to phrase from Chris. So when I walk in a room, the first thing John says to me is like, all right, Frost, what do you want to do? And I'm like, he just called me Frost. And after that moment, I'm just rattling off songs because I was an old Savatage fan. So I think that's what kind of got me the gig too, because I was a fan and I wasn't like a guy that was like, I know that song. I mean, maybe I didn't know how to play it, but I knew it. I could hum it. So that was a really big thing for me. Another thing was years ago, I was going to do the Randy Rhoads cruise.
Whoa.
We did yeah. So I've done 2 of those now. Brian Tishy and me talk, and he says, okay, we're doing this on the cruise. Seven Witches is playing. We'll have you come up and do a song. I'm like, great. So I get to rehearsals, and there's Tishy. I mean, Brian's is such a great drummer, but I didn't realize that Rudy Sarzo was playing bass. So being a kid, Randy Rhoads was one of my, so here I am. Rudy goes, you ready? I'm like, uh-huh. So to look over and see Rudy, that was a moment to like, it's funny, man. Like you get older. I'm 53 now, and I still have moments like that. Like, holy shit, I'm on the stage with Carmine Appice. Like, and it's weird because those guys don't have to like be super nice to me, but they're such nice people. I mean, me and Carmine are brothers now. Like, I don't know if you know this. About a year ago, I joined Aldo Nova.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you would think Aldo, with the history, he'd be like, here's what you're going to do. You're going to shut up and play guitar. Nope. We're going to split the guitar solos. He goes, you're a full member. I'm like, wow. So there's just so many, like, I could probably stay here for 5 hours and tell you, sometimes I have to go like this because I don't believe that I do all this because I'm not just a musician. I'm a huge fan of music and a fan of bands and artists and stuff. So when you like literally get to perform or hang out with those guys and they treat you like an equal, man, it's pretty awesome. And for me, I think I've taken a lot of that, and I act the same way. Like, they always say this, be cool to the people going up because you're going to see them on the way going down. So I think that's really in my mind. It's definitely a strong point for me now. Like, I respect the road crew, the light guy, the venue, anybody, because they're all a part of the machine. And yeah. So that's a couple of the stories that still to this day, I close my eyes and I see the Mountain King to the left of me. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Jack, for sharing those stuff. So it's really nice to hear.
Oh, no problem.
And going forward, so do you have plans to keep Brothers in Arms for a very long time, or it's going to be a short-term project?
No. I just want to say this to people, artists and musicians, bands. Deco Entertainment, our record label, they are awesome, dude. They literally, I could have went with any other label, but I went with Deco because they really believe in the artists and the bands. They said to me, Jack, do what you want. We believe in you. Not many labels will say, here you go. I don't need to hear your demos. I don't need to hear what you're doing. I mean, I sent them some songs so they could hear it. Like they weren't mixed yet, but they loved it from day one. So I'm just saying, make sure if anybody's looking for a home, check out Deco. And because of Deco, this band will be, this is not a project. We will do many, many more of these for many years to come. I already have like half a record written.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. I'm always playing now, you know.
Awesome, awesome. So, Jack, would you like to? I know you've been doing music for a very long time. You went through a lot of bands, a lot of successful careers. Like you went through a lot of stuff. So,
Thank
how
you.
has the journey been for you so far?
Yeah, I can't even like explain. It's something I never imagined in my life. I never thought when I was a little 13-year-old kid playing my guitar, looking at Kiss records in Kansas, I said to my parents, this is what I want to do for my life. This is what I dream about. Not one thing can I say to you, do I regret. I'm one of the luckiest guys out there. I love music so much. I love the fans. This journey is far from over for me. And if this journey ended today, I am one of the happiest guys ever. Like I'll say this to musicians, athletes, actors, whatever. If you really love something, follow your dream, because even if it doesn't come all the way through, don't give up on it, because never look back and go, maybe I should have tried harder. So I'm very lucky, man. I meet wonderful people like you. I meet these great artists that I become friends with. I don't know, man. It's very special. I'm very, very lucky, and I will never forget that.
That is very nice of you saying that, Jack. It's really nice to hear from you. And
It's the truth.
yeah, and Jack, there has been so much of dreams and aspirations I do that you want to travel to a lot of places and perform in front of a lot of your loving fans around the world. So, is there some place that is still in your heart that you really want to go that you have never been before?
Well, I have to tell you, between Savatage, Metallium, John Beauvoir, I mean, Seven Witches, I've seen the world like I can't believe that I literally got paid to go play all these places, and there's two places that I've never got to go. I'm Italian and Irish. We were supposed to play in Ireland. We were in Scotland. The day before we went to Ireland, like some wars started, and it wasn't safe for us to go. I just want to play one show in Ireland, just one show. I just want to see that beautiful country. I mean, anywhere, Dublin, anywhere. Because I got right there in Scotland, right there on the border. And then I would love to go to Australia. That's it. I mean, just some places that I would love to play. I mean, but there's so many places that I did play that the fans they're such good people, man. They love the music. They're so dedicated. They'll be outside for 8 hours waiting just to get your autograph.
Yeah.
And it's just, and I will take my time and say hi to everybody, because I'm one of them. You know, just because I get to go on the bus doesn't mean I'm that same guy that was waiting online to go see Kiss when I was 13 years old. So, yeah, someday I will get to Ireland and Australia. It will happen.
Absolutely, Jack, absolutely. And Jack, finally, what would be the message that you want to give to all the loving fans around the world?
I probably said it 10 times already, but I can't thank you guys enough. Like, you really, all the press, the fans, the other musicians, I thank you, because you really let me live my dream. That's crazy, man. Not many people can say that, knock on wood, that you get up every day and you play in the NFL. And some of these guys now you watch, oh, I need more money. It's like, you're so fortunate to do what you did as a little child for a living. I am one of the, I'll say it again, I'm very lucky. I thank everybody out there. And I know people are like, yeah, this guy's full of shit. No, I'm not. Ask anybody. Come up to me anytime. I will say hi to you. Newer musicians, listen to what I say. Be a good person. Play from the heart. Don't listen to everybody else around you. If this is what you feel, then do it. That's the facts.
That's a beautiful message, Jack. And Jack, I would like to thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to talk to you today.
No problem, man. Maybe I'll get to see you on tour soon.
Oh, hopefully, I would love to see you on tour. And Jack, thank you so much for giving the musical fraternity an amazing album this year. And I'm looking forward for the release on September 24th for Sunset and Clark. And thanks again for the awesome music. And you have a great day ahead.
Hey, don't forget, September 9th, new video, Bitch is Crazy.
Awesome.
Be good, bro. Love you, man. Be safe, all right?
You too.
Stay safe, you and your family, okay?
Yes, you too. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.